And I decided to play this game called Raise, Check, or Fold, which we're going to go through a couple of players on the team. And I want to know from both of you, Blake and Eric, if you guys are going to raise, check, and fold. And if you guys haven't played poker, raises means you're going to invest more into this player, more, in terms of time and investment. Check means you're kind of just like rolling with the status quo, kind of want to see where it goes. But if someone raises on you, maybe you think about folding. And then folding is just that you're done with this and you're looking to cash out some of your chips. So we'll start here, obviously. Pascal Siakam, everyone's favorite person to discuss in the media because people people love asking us about this. So, Eric, I'll ask you, raise, check, or fold on Pascal Siakam right now?
I think I'm checking.
Okay.
Typical, to bring it back to Raptors reasonableness, just right down the middle, reasonable take. I think, obviously, the discourse is based a lot on number one option, max guy. And I think that there's very little sense in trying to view him through that lens anymore. What I've seen is a guy who, first of all, in that Knicks game, when he had an awful shooting game, still did a lot to help slow down the Knicks in the battle with Julius Randle. So I thought, that's not always what we talk about when we're talking about his defense, but I think in general, and that night specifically, his defensive production was solid and it's trending in the right way. And as for him on the other end, I think he's clearly of the longer guys, the best handler in transition. He's the guy most likely to be able to find Van Vliet in the corner in transition. He's your guy who you're and this is maybe damning with faint praise, but you're most confident in being able to get off a shot, a half decent quality shot at the end of the game. And I think his playmaking, it continues to improve. So I don't think he needs a bigger role or anything like that, but I'm happy with where he is considering his offseason, and I think he's right where the Raptors not need him to be, but he's trending in that direction to get there.
I can already tell by the end of this segment, Will's going to do the KGB breakdown of check, check, check. All you do is check, Eric. All these reasonable checks. I'm checking here as well. I know that 16 games can feel like a lot of new information, especially with how discussed and how up and down Siakam's last couple years have been. But really, this is a card that got turned over that really didn't change the accounting of
very good.
Your percentage, your hand odds. This is 16 games where he's played, I think, roughly to form in terms of what you'd want first month and change back after a major injury. Sure, certainly I would have liked the defense to be more consistent. We've seen the last couple games.
That's been really good of late.
Yeah, and I would go back to the second half of that Memphis win where he was just unbelievable. Mm-hmm. And there have been some lows since then too, but you're starting to see what you need to see there. So I think it's mostly been, it's new information, but it's information that hasn't changed the odds of the hand at all. So I'm checking here as well and waiting to see a little more.
Yeah, I think, look, checking is the right way to go on this one. Obviously, if a great trade comes through and sort of knocks your socks off, then, of course, you got to consider it. But for the most part, you're pretty happy. Well, you're pretty okay with the way things are going right now. There's not a pressing need to do anything specifically. Okay.